Well, this was pretty much on expected lines, Samantha. Rates going up by about 50 basis points. What was unexpected, though, that the Reserve Bank of India kept cash reserve ratio unchanged. This is essentially an instrument to suck out excess liquidity from the markets. But this was a unanimous decision by the six-member Monetary Policy Committee, and they've said that they are focused on removing accommodation and were extremely worried about the globalization of inflation. In fact, the Reserve Bank of India has gone ahead and increased its projections for inflation this year as well. Inflation, as you know, in India is at an 8-year high at this point in time and has been consistently above the Reserve Bank of India's upper level comfort threshold of 6%. And it's likely to continue to stay elevated through the course of the next few months because of the prevailing global geopolitical situation, as well as higher commodity prices. Crude in particular hurts India very badly because 80% of our crude oil needs are imported. And that's exactly why we're likely, Samantha, to see going ahead that this will not be the last hike and that the RBI will continue to raise rates through the course of the coming months. In fact, the market is expecting that rates will go back to pre-pandemic levels by the end of the financial year, which is April 2023. So we are now staring at a situation where interest rates are going up. Inflation is potentially likely to go up even further, but growth has slid to a one-year low, as we saw in the Q4 GDP data that was released. So it's going to be a tough balancing act as far as the macroeconomics is concerned for the Reserve Bank of India.
And with inflation, as you say, soaring there like it is in many parts of the world, India has taken action such as banning the export of wheat. Is that making any difference?
Well, it's not made much of a difference. I mean, we did see that wheat prices soften, but they've jumped back up again because of soaring demand. Also, wheat yields have been particularly badly impacted because of the persistent heat waves that the subcontinent in general has seen. And it's not just, wheat yields. We've seen the yields of everything from grains to pulses to cereals that have been impacted. Fruits and vegetables, something like, lemon and tomatoes have gone out of reach for several people in the country. So the hope really is that India will have a normal monsoon in the days ahead to cool off food prices, because there's very little that monetary or fiscal policy can do as far as food supplies are concerned, Samantha.